Gonna help us with those nasty leaves, Larry.
Weeds.
You brought the weeds.
Yeah, the weeds, right. Hey, listen, it's this time of the year, go out there and get your flower beds ready. This is how to make your flower beds as much as weed-free as possible. You got to remove some of the, really bad ones, the thugs. That's your first step. Here's nutsedge. You can tell this is a problem weed. You cannot pull it up enough fast enough. It's got this little nut runners. It's a kind of a glossy, grassy leaf. Basogram on that. You got to get rid of that first before you prepare your flower bed. Then the next one is everybody's favorite, the dollar weed. Yeah. Atrazine will take care of that. These are the garden thugs. You just, they won't go away no matter what. Right. The ones that will drive you crazy. Florida Bethany is another one. Here's its leaf right there. It has a white flower, and oftentimes you'll see it when you pull on it. It has a white kind of tuber. That's very easy to get rid of with atrazine. Okay. And then some other ones that are really tough are like torpedo grass. I mean, that's the one you dig down, you can't find the end of the thing, and it keeps coming back. That torpedo grass you can use over the top by Fertilome. These are the things that you can get rid of the weeds. First, you need to get rid of those things before you prepare your flower bed, because every time you put your stuff, fertilizer, they're going to be coming up really vigorous. If you can't determine what weed it is.
This is great.
Now is a new edition of Larry's Garden Weed Guide. Every weed is outlined, and then you look on the legend, and you can, look down here and figure out what kind of herbicide to spray on it. The next thing you need to do, after you get all the weeds killed, maybe put in a little bit of planting mix. This is Ace Hardware. It's called Earth Nourish. Make sure it's rich and organic. Then you want to create a chemical barrier. Got a little out of step right here. Okay. Chemical barrier, and this is called pre-emergent. What this is, you put it down on the ground, and it's going to kill any pre-emerging seedling. So it's going to blockade the emerging seeds. So that's going to about a 4-inch barrier right there. Then
important to do that before the weeds start to show.
Right, exactly. Now you got a chemical barrier in the soil. Next, you put your physical barrier. About this much thickness, about 5-6 sheets of newspaper. You lay that down. You make sure you do not have any seams that are open like that, and you do not put any dirt on top, because every cubic foot of dirt has a seed bank, dormant seeds, and if you put dirt back on there, again, you got the same problem again. If you don't have newspaper, you can use some of this. You can get Ace. It's a weed block. It's really thick news, kind of cardboard-like paper. Roll it out, and you're going to be in good shape. The next thing, after you got your chemical barrier, a physical barrier, reduces the light. You want to put your mulch on there. You can use cypress mulch, anything like that will work, pine straw. You put that down on top of that, and you're good.
How thick, though? Sometimes you put it too thick, you might get some fungus going.
Right, exactly. And plus also, the water is absorbed by this, and the paper never gets to the plant. So you only want to be around 2 to 3 inches thick. Then after the season goes along, you want to get out with your pre-emergent around 3 or 4 months later and put it on top of that. And this mulch is going to actually absorb the pre-emergent, so weeds that blow in from the wind, the birds and stuff like that, now are canceled out. So you're going to have, this will improve your weed ability.
It'll make it easier to pull the weeds out if you have a
exactly. This works. We do it on large areas, and it's really going to reduce your weeds quite a bit.
You heard it from the pros. Right. That's the best way to knock out your weeds, and we got all day long to get out there on the hands and knees and start picking. For more information on gardening, just check out larrysgarden.com, or you can give them a call at Larry's Garden and Design Installation. Just dial 346-1970, and remember, you can hear